Hello everyone, this is Hippo, coach of Luminosity Gaming, and today we will be discussing the upcoming changes for Season 10 and their effects on the Call of Duty mobile metagame. Keep in mind that the changes mentioned in this video are from the test server, which means that they are not final and are subject to change. Let's start off with the assault rifles. First, we have the VK57.
Its 4-tap range reduced by 2 meters. This change won't affect the gun too much, although considering that the BK was already outclassed by other ARs, it is completely undeserving of this change. And while its initial range was increased, it doesn't matter since it's still a 4-shot kill even with the 7.62 mag. So this is the build that we recommend for it.
The Odin's ADS time has been reduced by 20 milliseconds, which gives the same ADS time as guns like the FR556, Man of War, and the AK-117. This also means that it will no longer be one of the slowest handling ARs, making it more viable in skirmish gunfights, although it will still be held back by the extremely slow fire rate, which makes it very punishing and difficult to use. But if you're confident in your aim, the 2-shot is extremely rewarding.
So you should try out this build. The ASM-10's 3-tap range has been extended by 4 meters, which will help with getting 3-shot kills more often. Its handling and reload time have also been improved as well, which brings it closer to other more popular ARs. And just like past seasons, the slower fire rate, however, does make it a bit harder to use. But if you can land the initial shots and have the Branson barrel equipped, then it is actually a very rewarding option this season. To round off the ARs, the DRH has also received several buffs. The weapon now has improved range, a faster reload time, and most notably, a chest multiplier increase from 1x to 1.15x. If you equip the OTM mags, the chest multiplier increases even more, up to 1.35x, thus making 3-taps a little more consistent in the second and third ranges. Furthermore, the 25-round OTM mag no longer has any penalties either, although it's still not worth using over the 30-round mag.
Now we'll move on to the SMGs. Both the Striker 45 and the RUS 79U have received
slight range buffs. These won't do much, if anything at all, to help their performance, with the Striker 45 remaining as one of the worst SMGs in the game and the RUS just being an alright option. But here are the builds if you want to try out both of these guns. Next, the MSMC and PPSH have received a reduction to their horizontal recoil. This should make them a lot more viable, as it should now be easier to make use of their close range potential and performance outside of those close quarters fights. And here are the builds that we recommend for them. But the real definitive winner of this season will be the CX-9, which has received a plethora of buffs. For starters, it has received a damage range buff in the first range and a damage per shot buff in the third and fourth ranges, which reduces the shots to kill in those ranges by 1 each. Furthermore, its base bullet speed has also been increased to 660 meters per second, and both the CX-38 and CX-38S barrels can now improve that even further by 25%. Its hipfire spread has also been improved as well, making it on par with the Fennec, and there are also some minor buffs such as the chest multiplier buff and also the mobility of the extended mags. Altogether, these changes make it so that the gun is far more versatile now, and the bullet speed will no longer be a real issue when playing within the effective ranges, and the long range time to kill is going to be similar to other top tier SMGs. Therefore, we believe that these changes are enough to make the CX-9 a very competitive option, as most of what holds it back has been nullified, effectively making it a Fennec with less recoil and more consistent 4-shot kill. So here is a build for you to start with if you haven't used it yet. After just a season of being one of the best SMGs in the game, the PDW-57's recoil is getting nerfed, reverting it back to its pre-buff state, which means that it will no longer be as brain-dead to control, although it will still be fairly easy. And it still retains its competitive time to kill, good range, and good BSA, along with excellent mobility, so it will still remain as an upper-tier SMG, and our recommended build probably will remain the same as that of last season. Now finally, moving on to the last item on the list, the M4 LMG. The 30-round light mag for the M4 LMG now improves ADS time by a colossal 30% and can be built to have an AER level handling, but there really isn't much reason in using this since it is still outclassed by other ARs and LMGs, so it will still probably be a non-competitive option. But if you still really want to use this gun, here's the build. And those are all the changes from the Season 10 test server. What are your thoughts on these balance?